State of New California. Notice to all Californians. Grievance 46. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state, provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority, and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government to provide new guards for their future security. The preamble of the New California State Constitution states, "We, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity." The First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, "Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances." The counties of New California bring forward 95 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. State of New California, Grievance 46, Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical communist state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. California State Constitution, Article 1, Declaration of Rights, Section 1 to Section 32. Article 1, adopted in 1879. Section 1. All people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights, among these enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy. Mass voter fraud is now the order of the day. The California Communist governor, the monoparty government, along with their associates at the county and city levels, are engaging in mass voter fraud on a scale never before seen in either California or United States history. Voter intimidation. Intimidation of voters in California is now a policy decision by the monoparty tyrants controlling the government and institutions of California. Intimidation is experienced at work, in the schools, and in the open marketplace. Voter intimidation also occurs by means of labor unions that collude with the monoparty system to which they are beholden. Ballot harvesting. A recent article in American Thinker regarding the 2018 election brings to light ballot harvesting. Illegal almost everywhere in the world, it is a legal activity in communist California. From American Thinker, California, back in 2016, passed AB 1921, a law that actually permits it. Anyone can turn in ballots now. No questions asked, no chain of custody required. Back at the time, Democrats were hollering about low turnout and how getting more turnout was a priority. Even though they were running a one-party state at the time, as they are now, they painted themselves as all concerned about democracy, given the low rates of turnout in their districts, many of which were known as rotten boroughs full of non-citizen voters. But what they really had in mind was ballot harvesting. Most of the attention at the time from Republicans was focused on the involuntary registration of voters through the Department of Motor Vehicles, which has led to what was feared, the registration of illegal immigrants. But the bigger thing was going on the outside with the mail-in ballots nobody asked for, and the apparent real purpose of these unasked and unwanted ballots was ballot harvesting. The picture emerging from California's election is grotesque. How again did Democrats engineer their strange midterm victory in Orange County and in other traditionally Republican areas? In that election, apparently winning Republican candidates were all unseated as the ballots just kept arriving and arriving and arriving until the results flipped, each and every time, and no such flips happened for Republicans, just Democrats, after Democratic operatives had enough information from televised results to know that Republicans were winning. Democrats say it's just counting all the votes. Fraudulent elections, communist activism, community organizing, and organized crime, combined with the monoparty tyranny present throughout the areas under control of the monoparty California government, have assured that the ballot booth is exercised by non-citizens, felons, and imposters. This is all done with impunity and with the sanctioned protection of the monoparty communist apparatus. Despite being well documented for decades, there has been no effort on the part of the state to secure our ballot booths, verify that imposters do not usurp the vote, and convict offenders. Insurrection. The government of California, the current governor and monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Illegal acts and tactics, utilizing Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist revolutionary tactics. The communist, California governor, monoparty system, and local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the state of California and break down the sovereignty of the Union of States of America. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California Communist government, in conjunction with the Communist State Executive, instituted wherever the current communist governor has usurped power and has created a reign of terror on the United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of the responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. For more information and to donate, please visit us at www.newcaliforniaoc.org. Thank you.